What's up, tribe? Thank you for being here and welcome to my channel. This will be a general reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and we'll be using the Enchanted Map Oracle cards mixed with the Good Tarot, both by Colette, Baron-Reid for this reading. Also, this reading is not time specific. Whenever you get the messages is when they're intended for. We start off with the Six of Fire. And in another reading, I was going on about how I had a vision board that depicted hot air balloons. And I'm not sure if the hot air balloons were in Paris or there was Paris in the vision board. That was my idea of romance. It's like hot air balloons, Paris, where the actual physical, visceral experience of it may not be as romantic as I fantasize it to be. It might be hot and sticky. Okay, that does sound a little romantic. And there may be somebody watching you, which may not be so romantic again. Except may not be romantic unless you actually enjoy that kind of thing. So I'm just gonna stop there because you're just you're kinky Virgos, and I'm not going there. I'm not letting you take me there. So yeah. So moving on. And what I kept hearing when this card showed up is that a song called Sympathique by Pink Martini. Pink Martini is one of my favorite bands. They sing in like about 10 languages and have the most amazing chilled songs. Another favorite of mine is Hang On Little Tomato, and I'm gonna leave a link to both songs. But the Sympathique one goes, Je ne veux pas travailler, non, je ne veux pas déjeuner. Je veux seulement l'oublier, puis je fume. Which I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it means I don't want to work today. And with this, Six of Fire means usually it's the Six of Wands, and it talks about public recognition, victory, being successful in your endeavors, basically. But here it's coming off as being successful in romance with all the lit up hot air balloons there. So it tells me that you're being successful in healing, especially with the Metamorphosis card there. The star can also be wish fulfillment and fishing for truth within, fishing for the truth within. It's a period of rest and rejuvenation, being so immersed in the ritual of healing that, you know, unlike other cards, there's no road for her to take, there's nowhere for her to go, she's just standing still. The Metamorphosis card says, you are in the process of deep and beautiful change. Butterflies earn their wings through great effort. The process of change is often painful, for it's never without losses and sacrifices. If you are to transform from one form to another, a part of you needs to die. Letting go isn't easy, especially when you're used to thinking a certain way about your life and how you live it. Just as a snake sheds its dead skin or a caterpillar dies so that a butterfly can be born, you are required to release old ideas and embrace a necessary change so that you can live your best life. Perhaps you're being asked to let go of low self-worth or a dream that no longer serves you, a relationship that is draining or unhealthy habits. Despite your fear, you must accept that this is a transformational time for you. There will be some loss involved, but you love what you've become. And because that song, Fumé, is smoking, and so maybe, I'm just throwing this out there because it's coming up. Maybe you're being asked to quit smoking if you are a smoker. And a book I'd recommend for that is The Easy Way to Quit Smoking by Alan Carr. This book, I mean, I didn't read it, I listened to it. The book says continue to smoke. Don't even try to reduce the number of cigarettes you smoke a day. And when you finish the book, then you make up your mind, which makes it a lot easier for smokers to actually listen to the book, because you know that, because otherwise it's just like there's so much resistance. We have so much resistance to change, thinking it's scary or it's we need to start accepting change, because it's what makes this process so much easier, so much less painful. The process, and for me this card, the process of becoming a butterfly is painful, but this butterfly is now becoming a flamingo, and flamingos to me are all about like relaxation, luxury, serenity, heavenly like vibe, you know. So just sipping on a cold pina colada by the pool, or something along these lines. The flamingos are exuberant, they're flamboyant, they stand on one leg because they can, and they still look graceful doing it. So back to this card, which I'm noticing today, that it says welcome to life. That's beautiful, so beautiful. Look. When you heal, it's like you come back to life a whole new person. You come back to a different life, to a different experience of life, to a different way of being in life. And so after you've transformed, after your metamorphosis, you're welcoming back the new season, the new life that you've created. And let me read the home card for you. It says you are comfortable in your own skin, your own new skin, as it seems. You belong. Peace, security, safety, belonging, and all the features one would want from home are indicated now. Oh, you're gonna make me get so mushy. The home card represents an invitation to experience what it's like to be secure in your own skin, to live comfortably no matter what is happening in the world around you. It is time for opening your eyes to your tribe of like-minded people, or one special person that makes you feel like you've come home. Home is love, and love is all around you. See, you got me all in my feels again. Home is love, and love is all around you now. Whatever your inquiry, you are where you're meant to be, and will reap great benefits by staying on this path regardless of where it leads. Home will always be with you. It's where the heart is. The Queen of Air, the Queen of Swords, is also somebody who speaks her truth, lives her truth, embodies her truth. And to tell the truth, yesterday in the Libra reading, I was so frustrated because all my readings are starting to lead to Matthias de Stefano's meditations and work and education. And I was and it was triggering a fear in me of not being good enough, not having a purpose, not having enough to offer. And with the reference to the smoke in the song, and with my own experience of having quit smoking about 8 years ago, I'm reminded that one, to compare is to despair. Two, I had said that he's been on the path basically since he was born, because he was remembering his past lives since he was 3. So that doesn't just set me back by 32 years, because I had my spiritual awakening when I was 35. But also, I'm missing a couple of lifetimes. My memory's missing a few past lifetimes. So I'm behind by 32 years and a couple of past lifetimes. but that's not it. If my spirit wanted me to remember past lifetimes, it would. But maybe that's not relative to my path. And if I hadn't, they're telling me, oh, I was always on the path. You're always on the path. Like Abraham Hicks says, you're always on the path. Even when I was throwing up these sugary, nasty, syrup-like ladies' night cocktails, I was on the path. Because if I didn't experience that, if I didn't go there and then find a way to come back out of that lifestyle and to find a better way to manage my energy and to live my life, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you about how to do it. It's not a matter of whether or not we have anything valuable to share. If you've lived life, if you've come out of your house's door, you have something to share. It's not a matter of whether or not we can add value to other people's lives. It's whether or not we're willing to share, and how much of ourselves are we willing to share. And how scared are we of being judged and ridiculed? How scared are we that by exposing these, what we judge to be bad habits or bad life experiences, how much do we put on people's approval, and how much do we think that we can't survive without that approval? Because back in the day, it may have been a valid reason not to share so much, because if you were cut out of your tribe, you could face death, being alone out there. But it's not the case anymore. If all of you didn't like what I shared, if all of you judged me to be just a bad person and, worthless in some way, I can still survive. So what I'm saying is, we all have something to share. And that frustration that came up yesterday just tells me that his meditation worked, because that fear was within me. The sacral chakra, the chakra we were meditating on before this frustration started to arise, is said to be blocked by fear, especially the fear of death, because it's all about reproduction. It's all about because it's associated with pleasure, sense of oneself, relationships, sensuality, and procreation. So emphasis on sense of oneself. Who do I think myself to be? Where do I rank? And that's the ego's game. The ego loves to compare and play less than, more than. But the spirit knows that we all come from one source, that we are all equally celebrated, loved, cherished through each step of the path. We're all on the path. Wherever we are, whatever it is we're doing, whether we're smokers, drinkers, dancers, whatever it is, we are all on the path. And we're all loved. And the owl's here again. So what I'm getting is that maybe you are moving away with this ship / hot air balloon thing. You are moving away to a phase of your life that you've started your healing journey and you're being successful at it. Healing means the process of being whole again. Integrating your whole life, mind, spirit, and body, with healing as an intention of your every choice. It's about how you treat your body, yourself, and others. And here, once you've healed, then the other comes. And then you're home. You feel home with this person. And maybe this is your inner child coming out to play, to stay and play because it feels home. Or this could be your future child. Yeah. Yeah. This could be your future child. And this is you fully integrated, fully connected to your higher self, to your guidance, which allows you to see the infinite possibilities available to you. You're wide open to seeing those possibilities. I don't like seeing this card, but in this reading, it's just telling you to slow down and savor the moments, savor life. I'm going to read it for you. It says, you're being invited to stop and savor the wonder of your life. Becoming stuck is sometimes the only way to trick yourself into slowing down and looking around you. In fact, this is a sign that you need to shift your focus away from what you're doing and place your attention elsewhere. Struggling will only get you to even muddier places. Now is not the time to move forward, but to observe. Clarity about your circumstances will come a little later. Stop and find the joy in what you've been overlooking. Soon you'll be out of the mud, but for now, be still and know that Spirit has a plan for you. So you're being asked, if there is no, if you're not in a relationship, this is about you balancing your divine masculine, divine feminine essence. You're marrying your left brain with your right brain, your intellect with your intuition. There's something else, yes. If a love relationship and a new family is what you're seeking, I would recommend you check out Matthias De Stefano's blog. He has a conversation with his higher self that's called I Am the Pulse, and it's all about the heart and how we view love. And I had said once that my vision board depicting a hot air balloon as the epitome of romance could just be the furthest thing from romance because I could probably end up there and not feel as romantic as I would in a park somewhere. Simply because it looks nice, right? With all the red and all the, it's lit up. But the actual visceral experience of it might be very uncomfortable, seeing how it would probably be very hot inside there, and you're probably not alone in that hot air balloon, and having somebody there sit there and watch you may not be the most romantic thing unless you're into that kind of stuff. But anyway, this is about being very clear about what cultures taught us about romance versus what love truly is in its essence. That's all I have for you, Virgo. Enjoy sipping on these pina coladas and have one for me. So after I finished recording this video, this YouTube video popped up, and it was talking about how emotions are rarely controllable by sheer acts of will, and that an intense emotion is more likely to override our ability to think clearly rather than a clear thought being able to override the intense emotion. And it went on and on to explain to me. It was like a pat on the back, telling me what you've just done is heal yourself through taking action regardless of your emotion, regardless of that anxiety or fear or whatever that distrusting emotion is, which is also called emotional labeling. When I label it, when I acknowledge it and put it right in front of me and say, I feel fear, I feel anxious, I feel whatever it is, apparently that's a large body of research is showing that's the most effective way to deal with our emotions and to act with courage, which, like I was saying, courage is the act of what? Of sharing your whole heart sharing your whole story with your whole heart. So I just thought I'll add this to your reading in case you wanted to give that video a little look-see and see what you can get out of it. And until next time, I'm sending you much, much love, and I'm hoping you stay safe. Bye for now. And if you did like the video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe if you'd like to be part of the channel. And until next time, I'm sending you much, much love. Bye for now.